something different this Saturday night and catch some great short track racing at Southern California's only NASCAR short track, Irwindale Speedway. Catch the on-track autograph session, enjoy some great food, and cheer for the best up-and-coming NASCAR racers under the lights this Saturday night. Only 25 minutes from downtown LA, Irwindale Speedway is located where the 210 and 605 freeways meet. Log on to IrwindaleSpeedway.com and we'll see you at the races Saturday night.
Another Tuesday edition here, Lug Nutzz TV on the World Center of Broadcast Media, courtesy of our good friends at Lucas Oil, Jegs, Siders Collision Centers, and a whole bunch of other folks we're going to get to here momentarily. But this is going to be a different show today. We're going to be talking about giving back to some of the great people in our neighborhoods and on a larger scale, too. When I say larger scale, I mean one of the finest artists in the history of mankind. He just happens to be a motorsports specialist. He's joining us right now, I believe, from his place in North Carolina. Sorry, I was going to say Northern California. Sam Bass, I had the privilege of working with you for a couple of times there at Bristol with Sharpie and some other folks. And today is not something that we're really celebrating, but it's something that's necessary. We got to bring awareness to what you're doing and what you're having to do to basically save your own life.
Yeah, man, it's great to be on with you, buddy. I really appreciate you having me on here. It's definitely been a very sad day in my life as I watched 36 years of my life be put on the auction block to pay medical expenses with all the stuff I've been through. But, I'm trying to make the best of it and be as positive.
For people that don't know, Sam, in fact, I think I got a couple photos of you here. I want to pop a picture of you because, you're one of the guys that I've been blessed. Like I said, not only have you done a lot of stuff with Sharpie, but at Bristol and most of these racetracks, as far as NASCAR goes, you've done the programs. You've done some special edition trophies. And for some of the people that are Talladega Nights fans, tell us about some of the memorabilia that you created for that hilarious movie.
Yeah, well, I had the good fortune to be the graphic designer and artistic director for that movie as far as all the cars and uniforms and helmets and everything that were in it. I got to create the looks of all those things for Will Ferrell and the cast, and that was a really, really special project to be a part of, and I had a really good time doing it. But
I got to tell you, Sam, you weren't just a part of it. The Wonder Bread car and all that craziness and stuff, and the Cougar on the car. I pissed my pants watching that movie the other night.
Yeah, well, it was pretty funny, and what's really incredible is that I got to read the original script, and there was a lot of parts that didn't make the cutting room floor, and man, I'm gonna tell you what, it could have been even more hysterical. So, but it was really a fun project to be a part of for sure.
I believe we got that one photo, Sam. In fact, I'm gonna pop that beauty full screen here because Sam, when we worked together for Sharpie, we were bringing everybody up on stage. These guys, the fans, what I liked about that, what really told me a lot, because that was my first time that I got a chance to meet you, the fans knew you and were actually happier to get your autograph than some of these race car drivers.
Well, like I said, I've been doing this for 36 years, and you meet a lot of people, and hopefully I've always tried my best to treat them right and let them know how grateful I am as a fellow fan of the sport that I love for 36 years, that I enjoy meeting them and treating them good and signing their autographs for them, and I appreciate them so much buying my artwork and keeping me in business all these years. It's been a dream come true. I've had this one singular dream since I was 7 years old and went to my first race. Wow. And so for 48 years now, I've been pursuing that dream and have never wavered, and going through a real rough spot right now in my career for sure, in that I need a kidney transplant and a pancreas transplant, and my kidneys are only functioning about 7% right now, and so I've got to get that done here pretty soon, and there's been about 8 years of medical costs that I'm trying to pay down, and it's not a fun experience for sure. But I'm hopeful for the best, and hopefully I'll get the transplants I need and come out of this thing in a positive way and can help people that are going through the same thing.
That voice you're listening to of that is Sam Bass, the legendary motorsports artist. He's an artist in so many different ways and such a creative guy. Big Mark, who plays, so he's a former football player. You got something for Sam?
Hey, Sam. How you doing, buddy? It's Big Mark
I'm good,
here.
Mark.
I'm
Good.
Gordon's co-host. So, yeah, I understand you have a large stainless steel piece of art that you designed that's hanging outside the depicting the basically the. Are you going to help me, or I can do it?
Yeah.
Depicting the history of the motorsport and at the Hall of Fame. So.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I was commissioned to do a project where there are 5 actual stainless steel panels on the side of the Hall of Fame. They're three-dimensional, and they each weigh about 2,500 pounds apiece. They're 14 by 18 foot tall.
Wow.
And they there's 5 of them that go through the entire history of the sport, and it basically showcases everything, all the superstars and the evolution of the cars and drivers from the beaches of Daytona all the way to the modern day stadiums, and it was pretty cool. It was very intense and a lot of work. Definitely the biggest project I've ever been a part of, but it's pretty neat to have it hanging outside of the NASCAR Hall of Fame for all the fans to see.
And it's going to be there forever. And it's been up there since 2010?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for that. I appreciate that, Mark.
Well,
you're welcome.
Let me ask you a question, Sam, because I got to get right to it. People are buying your stuff today. This is a sad day, like we got on the phone, we talked earlier, and it's not a pleasant day when you have to auction off your life's work, some of the things that mean a lot to you. I know you're saying it's a necessity, but I say it's more necessary to me to ask people right now, a NASCAR fan or not, whether you're, again, we broadcast out here every week. We get 200,000 people that listen on an average here every hour. So I'm going to ask everybody to donate at least $1, and I want them to go. I don't want you to buy anything. What I want you to do is try to help this man out, because I know how it is to have medical bills, and we're going to do a show about that today. A lot of local guys we're going to help as well. But you can go to the website is MRO.com. Go to MRO.com. And you can help Sam Bass. You can, whatever you can donate. I mean, I appreciate the fact that people say, well, we want to buy the artwork, but I'd rather see you keep your artwork and see people just donate and help you.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, it was, this whole thing, it's over an 8-year period. I have lost my lower left leg, and I've had sepsis, which is a severe blood infection, 3 times. And I survived all of that, and I'm determined to survive this kidney and pancreas transplant. But unfortunately, the bills, the medical bills, and everything have been absolutely overwhelming. And so we were forced into bankruptcy, and we were forced into an auction of all of my things that I'd spent 36 years both creating and acquiring. And it's a very humbling experience for sure. I appreciate the fans reaching out and helping me and being part of the auction, but it's in no way, shape, or form what I really wanted to do, because I'm having to give up and auction off things that were given to me by teams. I mean, sheet metal, hoods, uniforms, all these different things that I've acquired over the years, and so much of it is so meaningful to me. I in no way ever would have put this out there for auction if I had not been forced to.
Well,
and it's frustrating.
It is frustrating, and I hate to see that happen to anybody, especially to you. And I'm going to put this out there right now to the guys like Rick Hendrick and Joe Gibbs and the NASCAR owners. I'm not just talking about fans. I'm talking about you guys that can write a check as well. I really feel that the owners of NASCAR, the particular drivers, in fact, the sanctioning body, should really be doing a lot more for you. And this is not Sam Bass saying it. This is Gordon Stewart saying this. And I really feel like I'm not trying to put anybody on the spot or embarrass anybody. But please, if you're sitting here today, Roger, I mean, come on, please. This is ridiculous when you look at all the people that are involved in NASCAR that have the wherewithal to write checks. And I'm talking about some of the drivers, the team owners. And again, Rick Hendrick Kendrick, you can write a check, buddy. You can get it done. Joe Gibbs, you're a spiritual guy. You can get it done. I'm going to call on those guys, and I'm going to keep beating and banging and picking up the phone and calling those guys, too, because, quite frankly, Sam, those are the guys that should be helping you the most.
Well, but I don't want to dismiss the fact that so many fans have contributed, and like just last week, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Gordon, and Jimmy Johnson contributed $50,000 towards everything. So It's not like people have not been doing anything. There's been a lot of people that have stepped up.
Good.
But the total liquidation and the way it was handled and the way it was forced upon me, was not a really good thing to have to go through. But that's all part of bankruptcy law, unfortunately. But it's been very, very hard to watch.
Well, that voice, again, you're listening to is that of legendary NASCAR artist Sam Bass. We appreciate you calling us from North Carolina, where it's a tough day for him. We're auctioning off his personal memorabilia, some of the auction items that are, again, are personal gifts from drivers over a 36-year career. Again, the website is go2mro. That's go, the number 2mro.com. Please go there today and donate and help this man get his life back on track and get his health back on track so we can enjoy some more years of some of your amazing work. Well, I really appreciate you taking time out of a very difficult day, Sam.
Hey, buddy, I appreciate the call and the thoughts and the prayers from you and all your listeners. It's been my pleasure to be on with you. I think the world of you, and you do a great job for the sport, and I appreciate you making me a small part of it today. So thank you so much.
Of course, you're welcome, buddy. That's Sam Bass.
Thanks,
and we're
Sam.
going to keep pushing it again.
Thanks,
it's
Mark.
go2mro.com. One more time, go2mro.com. We're going to be pushing that this show and shows to come. We got to help this guy out. And he's truly a gem as far as motorsports goes. I mean, in movies, you see what this guy's been involved in. Sam Bass is one of the legendary guys and probably one of the nicest people you ever met in life. And I'm not kidding you, in Bristol a couple years ago, it was amazing to see 5 Cup drivers on the stage, and the Cup drivers wanted to get his autograph just as much as the fans did. When we get back, going to be talking some more motorsports, local motorsports, and trying to help another guy out here on the West Coast, the short track circuit at Irwindale Speedway. When we get back, it's more Big Mark, more Lug Nutzz TV, and again, some special guests here that we're also trying to help on the World Center of Broadcast Media. More next.